Ellie Goulding Biography. Ellie Goulding is an English singer, songwriter, and record producer who conquered the UK music field at the age of 23 and went on to win over fans all over the world within a year. A determined child, at the age of 8, she told her mother that she would become famous one day. She learned to play musical instruments and began writing songs when she was still a teenager. She won a singing competition while in college, and went on to win the Brit Awards with her signature brand of Photronica music following the release of her debut EP and introduction to Ellie Goulding. She immediately made an impact with her unique soprano voice. She has so far released 3 studio albums, Lights, Halcyon and Delirium. As a music and fashion icon, she has been featured on magazines, such as Elle and Glamour among others, and as a fitness enthusiast, she has appeared on the covers of magazines like Shape and Women's Health. A social activist and philanthropist, she has participated in many charity events, especially to support underprivileged children and homeless people. Childhood and early life. Elena Jane Goulding was born on December 30, 1986, in Lyonshall, a small village near Kington, Herefordshire. Her father, Arthur Goulding, belonged to a family of undertakers while her mother, Tracey Goulding-Summers, worked at a supermarket. She is the second child of her parents and has an elder sister named Isabel, a brother named Alex and another sister named Jordan. Her brother, Alex, is a bass player and is part of a band in Hereford. Her father left the family when she was only 5 years old. Her mother later married a lorry driver, but they eventually separated. Ellie is so furious with her stepfather that she mentioned in an interview that she would punch him in the face if she meets him again. Her mother encouraged her to pursue music as a child. She learned to play the clarinet at the age of 9 and started writing her own songs when she was 14. However, she took songwriter seriously only during her college days. While studying at the Lady Hawkins High School in Kington, she played the role of the Scarecrow in a school production of The Wizard of Oz. She would later pursue courses in drama, politics, and English at the University of Kent. Career. While studying at the University of Kent, Ellie Goulding became interested in electronic music. She contacted record producer Frank Music via MySpace and with his help developed her own brand of Photronica music through the track Wish I Stayed. During this time, she was discovered at a university talent contest by scout Jamie Lillywhite, who started as her manager and later became the A&R. He introduced her to his superior, Sarah Stennett, who advised her to leave university and offered her a house in West London. Jamie soon introduced her to Star Smith, a record producer, who helped release her debut single Under the Sheets on November 15, 2009 and later produced her album Lights. She was already signed to Polydor Records in July, but they decided to release the song from independent label Neon Gold Records to reduce pressure on her. Soon after the release of her debut EP and introduction to Ellie Goulding on December 20, 2009, she was nominated for the Critics' Choice Award at the 2010 Brit Awards. She won the award, as well as the BBC Sound of 2010 poll. During this time, she co-wrote 3 songs for Diana Vickers and 1 song for Gabriella Cilmi. On February 26, 2010, she released her first full-length album Lights, which debuted at number 1 on the UK Albums Chart. It was followed by her second EP, Run Into the Light, which contained remix of songs from Lights and was released in August that year. She re-released her album Lights in November 2010 as Bright Lights, which contained 6 new tracks. The album featured a cover version of Elton John's Your Song, which reached number 2 on the UK Singles Chart. On April 7, 2011, she appeared on American television for the first time on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and performed Starry-Eyed. 1 month later, she appeared on Saturday Night Live hosted by Tina Fey. On April 29, 2011, she performed at the royal wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton, both of whom were her fans. On December 1, 2011, she performed at the White House during the national Christmas tree lighting. October 5, 2012, Ellie Goulding released her second studio album Halcyon, which debuted at number 2 on the UK Albums Chart and topped the chart in January 2014. She released an expanded version of the album, titled Halcyon Days, containing 10 new tracks, on August 23, 2013. In late 2012, she recorded the song Bittersweet from the soundtrack of The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn Part 2. 1 year later, she performed the song Mirror from the film The Hunger Games, Catching Fire. She also recorded the song Beating Heart for the 2014 film Divergent. Delirium, her third studio album, was released on November 6, 2015, and was received with positive reviews by critics. The album included the song Love Me Like You Do from the soundtrack of the 2015 film 50 Shades of Grey, for which she received her first Grammy Award nomination for Best Pop Solo Performance. Major works. Ellie Goulding's third album, Delirium, debuted at number 3 on both the UK Albums Chart and the US Billboard 200, and became her most successful album so far based on first-week sales. The album has already been certified platinum in Britain. Awards and achievements. Ellie Goulding has won 4 BMI London Awards and 2 Brit Awards among other accolades. She has so far achieved 17 awards and 66 nominations, including a nomination at the 58th Grammy Awards. Personal life and legacy. Ellie Goulding was in a relationship with BBC Radio 1 DJ Greg James from 2009 to 2011. Her album Halcyon was influenced by her breakup with James. She briefly dated Skrillex in 2012 and Ed Sheeran in 2013. She revealed her relationship with musician Dow G. Pointer in May 2014, following which they started to appear together at various events. The pair broke up in March 2016, apparently due to busy work schedules. She suffered from severe panic attacks before her performances in the beginning of her career. She started exercising to control her anxiety, aiming to run 6 miles a day. In 2011, she participated in a charity event for Students Run LA, and in 2013 she ran in the inaugural Nike Women Half Marathon. She performed at Gucci's global concert event in London in support of Chime for Change campaign to raise awareness of women's issues. She sang the official single for the 2013 Children in Need campaign, How Long Will I Love You? She also recorded Do They Know It's Christmas, as part of the charity group Band Aid 30 to raise funds for the Ebola crisis. Trivia. According to Ellie Goulding, her father was obsessed with murder. When she was still young, he gave her a collection of crime files with vivid pictures of high-profile murders.